by angry bus drivers over the killing of their colleague. The drivers, under the aegis of Association of Urban Drivers in Rivers State, said the colleague was killed by an operative of the Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps (NSCDC) attached to the Rivers State Task Force on Street Trading and Illegal Motor Parks. They said the driver, identified as Christian, was shot during an argument with members of the task force for dropping off passengers along the road.
So from my tree they come, if I end up by for a finish, he say no kid us pack where, no person. Now we get task force for nowhere, blocker. They don't even ask of anything safe. Civil defense, get mind. They don't even ask anything safe. Go for style, shoot off, direct for a manhood.
Now my fellow driver, in there for my front and there for him back. In just clear to drop passengers. Now we get task force, Cali Hilos, block him. Say main come down. Instead they say, Muna come, we settle. Say na small team. Now the civil defense man, open the door, carry gun, shoot him for blockers.
Also, chairman of the association, Best Man Chile, called on the Rivers State government to ensure that the NSCDC official is brought to justice.
Rivers State Task Force use their civil defense and shut down of our drivers. So as you can see, in the entire stretch down NTA from Mukuta down to Choba, we don't have bus stop. From Choba down to Maiche, we don't have bus stop. It's not proper for us to be climbing pedestrians. As you can see, some of the people are very high. They should provide the killer of the young man to face the penalty so that the justice will take its course.
And a brother to the victim, Abel William, narrated how his brother was confirmed dead by a doctor.
The person in question that had the issue is a brother to me from Benue State. So I think I was coming from town when they called me that he had an incident that he was shot by the security men following the Wiki Task Force. So on getting here, we started hearing it was one of the civil defense officers that shot him. But when I went in there to the hospital to see the doctor, because they were asking of his brother, when the doctor said they shoot him on the thighs and he has lost so many blood and he eventually gave up. So that's why the drivers are angry and they are blocking everywhere.
The River State Task Force and NSCDC are yet to speak in this. The situation caused heavy traffic as commuters were left stranded. And moving on, some PDP lawmakers staged a walkout during plenary today at the House of Reps. This was after its caucus leader, Kingsley Chinda, was ruled out of order by the Speaker of the House, Femi Gbajabiamila. Mr. Chinda had prayed the House to urge the federal government to suspend the ban while the House conducts investigation into the legality of the ban. Mr. Chinda said the implication is that the ban will remain for 10 days of the investigation. The Speaker, however, cited part of the standing orders of the House, stating that a matter that had been concluded by the Parliament cannot be revisited for a debate. The Speaker ruled Chinda out of order, a decision that did not go down well with some members of the opposition who walked out of plenary. The PDP lawmakers also insisted that they would continue with their threat to go to court over the matter. And earlier, the House of Reps said it will invite the Minister of Information, Lai Mohammed, to appear before the House committees investigating the suspension of Twitter operations in Nigeria. The Speaker said a Twitter ban will be investigated within 10 days. Mr. Gbajabiamila said Twitter has become a huge communication tool and platform for enterprise, especially for Nigerian youths. He also said the lawmakers have been flooded with protests and demands for intervention by the Parliament. Meanwhile, Minister of Information and Culture, Lai Mohammed, says Twitter is the social media platform of choice for the leader of the proscribed IPOB group, Nnamdi Kanu, to destabilize Nigeria. Mr. Mohammed made this known during an interview with BBC News Africa. The minister, while defending the federal government's Twitter ban, said the administration wouldn't allow any separatists set the country on fire. And still in this, social media influencers have regretted the effect it's had on their businesses. One of them, Alexander Michael, told our correspondent that his source of income has stopped and brands who patronize him are now withdrawing their adverts.
Most of our brands have actually halted our jobs for now. It's not in anywhere in the law to actually ban anyone using Twitter. Them banning Twitter will actually cause them a lot because they are hindering information and our fundamental human rights. They want to silence us in one way or the other. Don't think this is the problem. This is not the problem. I think we have more threatening problem in this country than actually Twitter.
Another influencer, Okoyemi, said they can no longer get content to distribute to other social media platforms. He said using virtual private network, VPN, to bypass the ban on Twitter is stressful.
I've not been able to do jobs. I've not been able to get content on my Instagram and my WhatsApp. So it's kind of hard. I can't even log in my Twitter. It's not working. I have to use that VPN stuff. And the VPN is kind of stressful because you have to on it, you have to off it, you have to make sure you don't use it to open any of your apps like your Binance and all those stuff. It's not going to affect it seriously. It's more like a stress fund. It drains battery too.
That is the major news at 90.3 Nigeria. Info and her in Port Harcourt. Still ahead, River State government flags off construction of Agunabali Eastern Bypass Road. Do please stay with us.
With gratitude to God Almighty, the family of Rumuwachuku Ehio Ihunwo family of Rumucholo community, Ekinibo clan, and Ovunwo Wechele family in Rumuwolo village, Rumaholo community, all in Obiakpo local government area, River State, announces the passing unto glory of our beloved son, husband, father, grandfather, brother, uncle, and in-law, late Sir, Chief, Ambassador, QS, Dr. Fineface Madabuchi Ihunwo, JP, Eze Ubuga 1 of Ekinibo clan on the 23rd of March 2021 at the age of 77 years. Funeral arrangement are as follows. Friday, 11th June 2021, 6 a.m. Body leaves Paima Mortuary to his country home, number 4 Ihunwo Close, opposite Civic Center, Rumibo Town. 7 a.m. Body lies in state in his house. 9 a.m. Commendation service at Holy Trinity Anglican Church, Rumopara, number 520 Quere Road, Port Harcourt. Interment at 10 a.m. in his residence. May his gentle soul rest in the bosom of the Lord. This is signed by Mr. Chile Ihunwo, son, Chief Mourner. Congratulations to the Honorable Justice Simeon Chibuza Amadi on his swearing in as the Honorable Chief Judge of River State by His Excellency Chief Barrister Nyesum Ezenwo-Wike, CON, GSSRS, POS Africa, Executive Governor of River State. Elibra the Lawyers Forum, River State, heartily congratulate Honorable Justice Simeon Chibuzo Amadi on his swearing in and assumption of office as the Honorable Chief Judge of River State, and hereby wish him a successful tenure. May God grant his lordship all the grace and wisdom he needs to steer the last hope of the common man aright. Signed, Goodluck Emezwe, Esquire, Secretary, Elibra the Lawyers Forum, River State. Ovunda Ezion, Esquire, Chairman, Elibra the Lawyers Forum, River State.
Welcome back. Still the major news on Nigeria Info. An instruction of the Agunabali Eastern Bypass Road was flagged off today. Governor Nyesom Wike led the lawmaker representing Port Harcourt Constituency 1 at the House of Reps, Kenneth Chikere, to flag off the road construction in a brief ceremony attended by members of the Agunabali community and some government officials. Governor Wike spoke during the flag-off ceremony.
We have paid for the compensation of these places. We have paid to everybody who owns property. We have paid. Is anybody that they have not paid? We have paid. And we're going to mobilize to us better. So do us the favor. So that better will not use their schools that the communities are not willing. Having paid, please give them the support. So they can employ some of our youths too who don't have work. Some of you too can supply sand and the other aggregates. It is very, very important.
It is part of activities celebrating the 6 years of Governor Wike in office. The anniversary activities will be rounded off with the governor's account of his stewardship for the past 6 years on July 8.
And now the business news.
In business, the World Bank has listed Nigeria among the 3 countries with the largest electricity deficits in the world. The bank said in this report that during the last decade, a greater share of the global population gained access to power than ever before, but the number of people without power in sub-Saharan Africa has increased.
Take it away with the entertainment news.
Popular singers Tiwa Savage and Seyi Shein have been involved in a fight in a salon in Lagos. An online video showed the 2 singers being pulled apart from getting physical at the salon as they exchanged words. Recall that Seyi Shein and Victoria Kimani had in 2019 released their covers of Kiss Daniel's hit song where they both dished Tiwa Savage.
And now, updates on the sports news.
Super Eagles striker Paul Onuachu has won the Ebony Shoe Award given to the best African or African origin player in the Belgian Pro League. Onuachu was top scorer in the Belgian Pro League last season with 33 goals. He beat Club Brugge's Clinton Mata from Angola in second place and gang teammate Sia Bagonda from Belgium in third place. The 27-year-old becomes the first Nigerian to win the award in 25 years after Celestine Bayero won in 1996 while playing for Anderlecht.
And now, we'll bring you news from around the world.
On the world scene, a bystander slapped French President Emmanuel Macron across the face today during a trip to southeast France on a second stop of a nationwide tour. Images on social media showed Macron approach a barrier to greet a man who, instead of shaking hands, slapped the 43-year-old. Macron's bodyguards quickly intervened and 2 people were arrested afterwards. And that's it. On the news this evening, you heard there was chaos today as drivers protested a shooting of their colleague in Port Harcourt by an NSCDC official attached to the River State Task Force. Some PDP lawmakers staged a walkout during plenary today at the House of Reps. And still, House of Reps is invite Minister of Information Lai Mohammed over a Twitter ban. And the River State government today flagged off the construction of the Ogbonna-Bali Eastern Bypass Road. On the foreign scene, a bystander slapped French President Emmanuel Macron today. And that was the news edited by Chema Ejenwafo. Contact our newsroom on 0818 90017. Cloudy weather expected in Port Harcourt this evening. Many thanks for listening. I'm Adedayo, Elusakin. Good evening.